Hey everybody! Chances are, if you're watching this video, you're already a BricsCAD user. So I don't need to tell you what a great CAD package it is. What I do want to show you today though is why it's so important to your business to make sure that you're using V22, the latest and greatest version of BricsCAD. Right? So, for V22 of BricsCAD, BricsCAD's focused on 5 key improvement areas. Number one, they've increased their core. Right? They've increased the robustness, the stability of the system, providing a much more reliable base for your design work. Number two, performance. Right? They've gone in and they've increased the speed and the efficiency to help you get your work done even faster. Compatibility. BricsCAD now works seamlessly with items like dynamic blocks and complex drawing elements like M-leaders and parametric tools. Data optimization. Using artificially intelligent powered tools, they can make dumb geometry smart. You can combine and manipulate thousands of basic items in just a few seconds. And lastly, openness. V22 of BricsCAD works better now with Lisp and .NET and point clouds and civil tools and all third-party apps to provide you a better, more reliable CAD design system. Right, with that said, let's get into a little bit of a demo, and I want to show you guys some of the really cool new tools that are available to you in BricsCAD V22. All right, so the first tool that I want to show you guys is the Blockify tool. You ever open up a drawing, get a drawing from a contractor or a consultant, you find that all of the blocks, things like chairs and tables or anything else you're working with, trees, have all been exploded. They're done with basic line work. You can look at this two-story plan and say, hey, that's going to take forever to go in and redefine all those as blocks. Well, with Blockify for BricsCAD, I can just click Blockify. I go in and I'm just going to pick around one chair in the entire drawing, just made up of lines, and hit enter and enter. And just like that, every single instance of this type of line work throughout the entire drawing has been converted to blocks. If I go in and I do my select similar, I can just go in and find that every single tool throughout the entire drawing has been converted. And I can continue on with that. I can expand it out. So you see here I've got a rectangle for a desk, now I've got a block for a chair. Maybe I want to make a block out of both the rectangle and the chair to make a desk set. Not a problem. I can just continue using that Blockify tool, select them both, right? And it will go in and it'll find every instance of where there's a chair bumping up against the desk, and it'll convert that into a single block in just a few seconds. This is the power of the new artificial intelligence tools in V22. So you can see that all of my desks have all been combined throughout the entire plan. First floor, second floor, doesn't matter. Right? And also, what if I want to go in and say, hey, you know what, I want to join all of these individual desks. See how they're put into kind of seating blocks? I want to make those into blocks. Same thing. I can just go into Blockify, pick those desks, right? And just hit enter. And it'll instantly convert all of those groupings into a single set of desks. Now think about how long that would have taken you, right, with another system. Right? See how now everything's now been cleaned up and solidified into a single desk. That's kind of the power we're talking about with the artificial intelligence tools here in V22 of BricsCAD. The next thing I want to show you guys is the Extract Block tool. This is a great new feature. Ever get a drawing where you have blocks and symbols that you want to keep and reuse, whether it's from a legend or from an older drawing that you want to be able to put into a library? Right? Here in BricsCAD, we can simply go in. So I'm going to take this symbol that I use here. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to use the Extract Block command. Okay, I'm just going to do Extract Blocks. Right? And then I can just go in and I can pick that block. And I can go in and pick others. So if I want to go in and say, beyond that desk, maybe there are other tools. I want to also grab out, this sink, and I want to grab, that urinal symbol and that toilet symbol. Right? And I want to go ahead and I'm going to extract those out. And you see it lets me go in, and it defaults to a standard BricsCAD location. But I'm just going to real quick here. I'm going to go onto my desktop, right? Because I've kind of put on an extracted blocks folder here, right? And I'm just going to go ahead and say OK and extract the blocks out. That simple. And you see that what it did is it just took every single one of the blocks that I selected, put them out onto my desktop in my extracted blocks folder with the name of the drawing that I'm in. You see it extracted them all out. I can build libraries of details and symbols in seconds using the artificial intelligence inside of BricsCAD V22. The next thing that I want to show you guys is the new Arrange command. Arrange allows me to go in and take kind of badly laid out design setups like we see here in these desks. And with just the simple use of the arrange command, I can go in and decide that I need to line these up. I can just go ahead and take those blocks, select them, right? And you see I can align along the X, the Y, or the Z axis. This works in both 2D and 3D. I'm going to go along the X axis here and just say, hey, you know what? I need to go in and I need to center align these. I want the center of all the desks along the X axis to line up so they're all nice and straight, right? But you know what? They're all kind of spaced differently throughout here. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to the Y axis and I'm going to go ahead and say, hey, I need those equally spaced. And just like that, I have a nice centered, equally laid out, fully designed set of desks in a few seconds. Think about how long that would take trying to do that with your old manual CAD process. The next thing I want to show you in version 22 is I want to show you guys how you can actually convert a block to an XREF, right? Completely new tool. So this is just a floor plan right now, but what I'm going to do real quick is I'm just going to convert it to a block, right? And I'm just going to call it second floor. Right? And I'll just go in and select my entities. And I'm just converting that. If you've ever gotten a drawing, and it's going to convert it to a block in place. If you've ever gotten a drawing where someone's just copied and pasted or given you a block and you want to be able to work with it and replace that in terms of an XREF, you can use the new, right, block to XREF command. So I can just do, block to XREF. Right? And then what it lets me do is go in and pick the block in my drawing, which in this case is that second floor, which I mistyped, right, and say OK. Or I can just pick it, right, if I want. And then it lets me go out and choose which plan I want to use as a replacement. So you see I have an actual second floor XREF file. I can just replace that just by clicking on that and saying open. And just like that, you see it's converted this to an XREF. And just to show you that it is fully functional, I'm just going to go over, I have that second floor XREF plan open. Right? And I took that block, and if I go in, I erase these two rows of desks here. And if I save that file and then go back, just like any other XREF, it instantly updates and shows me the changes that I've made. Right, so you can take any block, whether it's a border or a block or a floor plan that someone's copied and pasted in as a block into a drawing and make it an XREF. Really, really powerful. Another really powerful tool that I like in V22 of BricsCAD is the block replace command. So let's say that in our design here, this isn't the chair that we decided we wanted to use, even though it's nested within other blocks. I can just go in and use the block replace command, and I can just pick the name of the block. So this is chair 1, is what it named all those chairs when we automatically did them. I can take the chair 1 and say I need to replace all of those, even though they're nested inside other blocks, with my alternate chair. And just like that, it replaces every single instance of that block throughout my entire drawing. How fast, how easy is that? Now the last thing that I want to show you today is a tool you might have seen before, but it's now a formal representation here inside of V22. And there are two combined tools, Move Guided and Copy Guided. And the Move Guided tool allows me to go in. So you see here I've got this elevator and I've got the one door, right? And then I've got kind of a chase over here. Maybe I had those backwards. Maybe we need to switch the design and need to move this door down into this wall. And if you think about how you do that in old school BricsCAD, about having to erase it, copy it down, then put in the new breaks for the door opening and then fill it the walls. Here all I have to do is go to the Move Guided. I can just pick that window. And you see I can just move this down, and not just horizontally, I can move it into any other area of with a wall of similar thickness. So I'm just going to move this down. You see that I can actually even use my tab key on my keyboard to put in exact dimensions as to where I want it to go. I'm just going to eyeball it, and I'm going to move it down. And you see what it did? It healed all of the existing line work and put in the new. And there's a variant on this called Copy Guided, which if I want to leave that door there and say, hey, both of these I need doors on, I forgot to put the door on, you see I can just move this one up. And again, I can adjust the exact dimensions as I need. I can copy it to there, and if I need another door over here. And just like that, I've got all my doors laid out. That's the power of the AI, the artificial intelligence, inside of BricsCAD V22. And those tools that I just walked you guys through, those alone, without all of the added performance and comparability benefits that go with it, those alone, I think, make it vital that everybody upgrade to V22 of BricsCAD. So I want to thank everybody for taking the time to watch my little video here today and remind you guys that we are Zentech Consultants and we are your personal premier BricsCAD partner. And we are here to help you guys upgrade your system, train your staff on your system, support them with the help that they need on their billable jobs. And we hope you guys will reach out to us. All our contact information is up there on the screen. Have a great day.